Hey family, I'm back because I'm not done. I've been getting this message that I need to share with you guys. Now, I'm just going to leave some questions. You can write those down. You can take the time to really go into yourselves and question yourselves about those things that I'm about to share. If we come to the conclusion that we are entering a new age, the age of Aquarius, where we are now realizing our full potential, our full potential of being co-creators with the Creator, which means that as divine beings still living in this vessel, in this human 3D bodily vessel, we need to come correct with the concept of what it is to be actually being a co-creator. Now, it does not mean that we have to play out what we've been playing out for the last thousands of years, right? Some of you might call that toxic masculinity or toxic femininity or what have you. Religions, culture, traditions all played their role in destroying those concepts that no longer can enter into the era of being co-creators. In order to fully get and grasp our powers back, we need to redefine and rebalance those two poles that have been boxed, that have been categorized, that have been demonized, that have been toxic for more than thousands of years. And that are the two aspects of what is divine feminine and what is divine masculine. Because we are now entering into an era of being co-creators, as unique as we all are, we are coming in and we are stepping in, balancing out our feminine and our masculine within ourselves. We can no longer entertain the ideas, the beliefs, the traditions, the cultures, the religions, although they played a part in showing us what we can no longer act out in this 3D reality. We need absolutely to take our powers back as unique individuals and as unique creations of the Creator. We need to redefine what it is to be yin and what it is to be yang inside of us. What it is to be defined, to be divine feminine, and what it is to be divine masculine, and how we can fully grasp those two poles, and how can we integrate those two realities within ourselves. We can look at nature. We can look at how we plant a seed in the soil. We can look at how animals reproduce. We can look at how trees grow and plants. We can look at all the elements in nature, and we can find what has remained intact beyond the climate change, beyond what we are being fed through propaganda. We can see that there are things about nature that have not changed. Cycles, seasons, weather, humanity as a whole. We need to redefine those two aspects of ourselves. How can we be more, or how can we be balanced, divine feminine? And how can we be a more balanced, divine masculine? And how does that play out internally for us as divine expressions of the Creator? If we are here to be co-creators, we need to take our power back. And we need to find out and figure out how much masculine toxicity have you been playing out in your life? How much toxic femininity have you been playing out in your life? Through experiences and through honesty, you can figure that out. You can figure the patterns that stem from childhood, that stem from education, that stem from culture, traditions, and all the other attachment that had you play out some aspect of some aspect of toxic masculinity and some aspect of toxic femininity. And now that we are entering a new age, we have a chance to sit down with ourselves and to identify what do we need to let go of so that there can be balance within ourselves. I'll just give you an example. I know for myself, I've been acting out toxic masculinity in my life by not listening to my divine femininity. I've been emotionally absent for the most part of my life. I was not aware of what emotion was. And I did not want to listen to what and how the divine or the divine aspect of myself was showing me emotions. I was shutting her up. And the more I did that, the more I was acting out toxic masculinity. And now that I've known that I needed to address that issue within myself, I've recognized that I've been acting out toxic masculinity for most of my life because I've held on to the belief that I was lacking, that I needed to overdo, that I couldn't be quiet and sit down with myself because I had to be a people pleaser. I had to do more for other people than to listen to the emotions within me. And now that I finally can sit down with all that is going on in the world and within my life, I come to realize that I can let go of that false belief that I'm in lack. I can sit down with myself and hear what the divine feminine is telling me. How is she confiding in me through those emotions that I did not want to see, to feel? And so that is balancing out my divine masculine aspect within me. I am more attentive to the divine feminine within me. I feel more, and I'm okay with holding space for that part of myself. And so we need to go down that rabbit hole if we want to come out as co-creators. That was all I had for you today, guys. Hope that was beneficial. See you in the next video.